What gets us into trouble is not what we don't know. It's what we think we know for sure. The things you're certain of are the most dangerous things you know because you're not open-minded. You're not prepared to consider new possibilities. You're sure of them. The captain of the Titanic was sure that he could win the prize for racing across the Atlantic at high speed. People are sure about things, and it is deadly. People were sure that Bernie Madoff was a highly honourable and respected businessman who could produce brilliant returns. He wasn't. He was a con man. Had a big Ponzi scheme that defrauded people out of literally billions of dollars. But he was very convincing. He convinced the SEC and other people for a long time. But he was a con, and every con man who's trying to con you right now depends on you making the wrong assumptions. You have to make the wrong assumptions and believe what they're saying in order for them to con you. So they're playing on the fact that you make wrong assumptions, and we all do it. Guglielmo Marconi was a young Italian radio pioneer, and he wanted to test his theory. It was possible to send radio waves across the Atlantic. He came to Great Britain. Now, Great Britain was the leading technology country at the time in 1902. And the experts scoffed at him. The physicist said, look, let's look at the facts. The Earth is a giant sphere, and radio waves travel in straight lines. What's going to happen when you send a straight line off the edge of a sphere? It will go tangentially into space. You will never hear from it again. Marconi said, I'm going to try anyway. And he set up his transmitter in Cornwall in England. He set up his receiver in Newfoundland in Canada. And much to the world's amazement, even to the amazement of Marconi, the signal was received. Why was it received? Because what the physicist said was absolutely right. But what they didn't know, what Marconi didn't know, was there's a charged layer around the Earth called the ionosphere, which reflected the signal. And lateral thinkers and great innovators do not trust theory. They do not trust spreadsheets. They do not trust academic approaches. They trust experiments. The best way to test your great idea is to try it, because the real world is different from the theoretical world. So how do you check assumptions? Now we come to the second principle, which I'm going to share with you, by asking better questions. The day you joined the organization you work for, you asked a whole bunch of basic questions. Why do we do this? What's the purpose of this? What do customers get out of this? What's the added value? You ask all those basic questions because you're trying to understand what's going on. But I bet now you ask very few questions. This is the way we do things around here. This is the right way to do things. This is the way we've always done things. But I want you to go back and start asking the very